If you want to increase your Facebook ads performance, you need to stop using ad account hacks or interests, but you need to start focusing on what really matters, which is creatives. And in this video, I'm about to show you how you can actually focus on the right elements in your creatives and start cutting down the time you spend in your ad account by 80% and start focusing on what really scales your ad account. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Dennis and I run an e-commerce growth agency where we help 7 to 9 figure brands scale through high converting creatives and paid media. And we've helped scale over 50 brands so far and produced over 75,000 creatives at this point. And into this video, I'm about to show you how we actually do this for our clients and back our creatives by psychology and also deep research. Now, why is this important? This is so important because if you focus on the wrong way of doing things, you'll be stuck in this infinite loop of trying to scale, having to cut down back again in ad spend, and just repeating the same old cycle again. And this is where we start to look into the old way of doing this. Back in 2017 and up to like 2021, when the iOS changes happened, you could get your way into like interest targeting, testing audiences, and hacking your way in the ads manager, trying a bunch of different things. And that's just the old way and doesn't really work anymore. Like, you cannot go in and test like single interest or interest tags. Obviously, we still use them every now and then, but 90% of our budget will go to broad, and we trust the algorithm of Meta. Now, the new way, like what works in today's age, like what works right now on Meta, TikTok, etc., and any other platform, because the algorithms are just super smart and you need to trust them. So what do you need to focus on? Like customer psychology. If you fail to convince a customer that your product is what they need, what are you even doing? Customers will come onto the newsfeed and basically see an ad, and they are already in a certain frame of mind. They have a certain awareness level. Like, in which stage are they? Humans buy with emotion and then they justify with logic. I've heard this quote a long time ago and it still remains true to this date. They see a certain ad, they have a certain emotion about it, they buy it, either an impulse or it's a well-thought decision, but it's still a decision based on emotion, and afterwards they'll justify it with logic. Now, then we come onto the awareness levels. Like, most customers you market to are not ready to buy, and they are in this unaware phase, which is actually the hardest stage to sell to. Then you have your problem-aware audience, which is a bit smaller. Solution-aware, even smaller. Product-aware, again, even smaller. Then a most aware audience, which is the customer that's the easiest to sell to, but it's also the smallest. But actually, most brands are usually just focusing on these two, like the smallest audiences. And they are in a repeat cycle of trying to market to the same people over again. But actually, what you want to actually achieve, ads that speak to all of these different audiences. And if you are able to do so, you will win from your competitors, because the unaware audience, like I said, is the hardest to sell to. What if you're able to market to the biggest size audience and actually move them down this whole funnel? Problem aware, like people already know they have a problem, but the unaware audience, they don't know that they have a problem, which is the biggest audience. And you're trying to really convince them that they have a problem. And if they know they have a problem, then you're trying to find what solution are you able to offer them. I have back pain. Now, what kind of solution is there for back pain? Product aware. Then you're trying to make them aware of your product, and then you move them to most aware. They already know your product. They've seen the competitors. Now just for them to decide which products are they going to go with. Like, show them your guarantees, show them like your offer. You have a BOGO offer, you have a 50% offer, show them that. And if you're able to show them that, you're able to convince them, because they only need a small nudge for them to make a purchase. So that's the easiest to sell to. Now, and if you're able to make ads for each of these stages, then you will win, because you're able to move a customer from a unaware customer all the way up to a most aware customer, and then they will be ready to buy. So your job as a marketer is to make ads for each of these stages, because that's the way marketing works. You're trying to market to a certain audience, and that audience is segmented into different awareness levels. And if you're only making ads with like an offer, here's my product, slam on like a sticker, buy one, get one free, you're not marketing to the biggest size audience. And if you fail to do that, then what are you even doing? Now, that's it for awareness levels. Now let's get on to research. The number one priority to get everything I talk about right. Best places to go to. Reviews, either yours or your competitors. If you don't do this, you will be missing out on a lot of ad angles. If you're just starting out, go to your competitors, go on Amazon, find similar products, get all of those reviews, paste them into ChatGPT, and also you can do that for your own reviews if you already have like a lot of reviews. Let ChatGPT or any AI software that you use do all the hard work for you. And if you're able to extract all that information, you will get loads and loads of ad angles. Those ad angles you can use in your next creatives, because people already bought from you or from a competitor. So use that valuable information for you to be able to extract that knowledge and use that in your next ad angles. That's the most powerful of things you can actually do. Now, forums, Reddit, or any other places your customers hang out. Basically, you know they hang out in a certain way, and you can actually be able to know what language do they use on those forums, what questions do they ask, and you can actually use that to take away objections, because they're talking about certain products, and usually those are the customers that are already in a solution aware or the product aware stage, and you can market to them and find market angles to actually speak to them. Also, calling customers. This is, I think, the one that most people actually do not do, but it's the most powerful of all. Like, calling customers. Have a 10-minute phone conversation and say in the beginning, like, if we can have a small 10-minute phone conversation, I'll be giving you a free product, or any other incentive for them to give you valuable information that you can then use in your ad angles, and record those conversations as well, because you'll be able to find new ways to market to your customer. And that information is super important, because you'll be able to talk to a customer and find out why they actually bought from you and why they trust your brand. Only do that with obviously customers that have already bought from you a long time and are repeat customers. Customer that ordered 10 times or more, maybe you have customer that ordered 50 times or more. Those are the most valuable customers. That's super important, because you'll be able to get so many new ad angles. Also, add comments. You know, if you go onto Facebook, if you run a brand or you market for a brand, you know that on Facebook, you always see people commenting, and either it's hateful or it's really valuable information. It's always questions people ask, and you'll be able to find so many new ad angles or so many new ways you can target your customer and be taking away those objections either on your landing page, but also in your ads. Like, if you have like some VSLs to really target to your customer, you can really take away those objections that people ask in the comments and really be able to market to a customer in a way that if they watch your full ads and been on your landing page, they don't have any more questions. And that's just sharpening your sword in your marketing, so you're able to extract all that information from your customers. Then surveys, post-purchase surveys, super valuable to actually find new ad angles as well. Good questions to ask are obviously, where did you come from? Facebook, Instagram, etc. But also, why did you decide to make a purchase today? And then you can list out the most common ones. Also have another one where people can just fill it in. And those are all good information to obviously use to your advantage and be able to get more information about your customers right after the purchase. And then obviously you can also call them, email them, etc. afterwards to find more information of your most highest lifetime value customers. Now, also one bonus one is to ask them after the one where you ask them, why did you decide to make a purchase today? What almost stopped you to make a purchase today? Because then you're able to find out more objections that people might have in their head, to be able to find like, it might be price. So you're able to slightly test prices, lower your price point a bit or higher your price point a bit, and then see what effect does it have on your customers, on your conversion rate, etc. And that's really where things become just a science project. You're able to find like all of these ways to optimize your funnel by just speaking to your customer in so many different ways. And that's why this is so valuable compared to any other ad tactic or ad strategy that your guru will tell you in your other YouTube videos or in a course. This is where the magic happens. Now, campaign structures are secondary. Everything I've said before is so much more important than deciding, do I run an ABO, do I run a CBO, do I run an ASC shopping campaign, etc. It's not important. Like, if you have creatives that cover all the aspects that I just talked about, you will win. And basically you could literally be operating on a 5 out of 10 campaign structure while your ads are a 9 out of 10, and beat somebody with a 9 out of 10 campaign structure and only 5 out of 10 creatives. That's how important this is. And that's where your focus should go, and how you can cut back the time in your ads manager by 80%, because the time in your ads manager will only get you so far. And by focusing 80% of your time into understanding your customer and make better ads, you'll be able to outperform all of your competitors. So it's just simple as trusting the algorithm. Now, what we're able to do with these strategies that I just mentioned right here for one of our clients, last month, actually, we've almost tripled the ad spend, ROAS even improved. Usually ROAS will go down if you increase the ad spend by 233%. You can see all of the metrics are green here. Only one, I'm not sure if that's correct, but yeah, all of the metrics are green, and we've really helped this brand scale. And as you can see right here, revenue also increased by 178% and ad spend increased by 156%. That's just how these systems work. And if you can really nail that down, you're so far ahead of your competitors. And here you can see what most important, the net profit, 898% increase in net profit for this client in the last month. And I took this screenshot like yesterday or something. It's insane. If you implement these strategies right, you will always be one step ahead of your competition, and you'll be able to crush them, because they're just focusing, I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn, finding the new campaign structure. I see this working, in that infinite loop of always trying to test things. But if you can really lock in and be able to focus on the customers, you'll be able to outperform any and all competition. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found this valuable. If you found it valuable, please leave a comment down below with the part that you found most valuable, and let me know if there's anything you would like me to go deeper on that I've covered in this video. Now, if you want us to do this for you, as I said before, I run an e-commerce growth agency where we help 7 to 9 figure brands scale through paid media and high performance creatives. Do the research, make the creatives, run the ads, everything like that, all of the beautiful stuff that I just covered. Then take a look at the description below where you can book a call with myself, and we can see if it's a good fit for both parties to work together and see how we can scale you up and scale up your ad spend profitably with the right creatives, backed by the research that I just talked about in this video. So if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and always looking forward to seeing you in the next one.